What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. In this video I'm going to cover a common issue that you may have with your mower, no matter what brand it is. We're going to be taking a look at this John Deere commercial Ztrack. It's a Z950M, but the issue that you might be having is that the engine dies as soon as you take the parking brake off, or it may die just randomly as you're cutting. And oftentimes it may be the operator presence switch or the seat safety switch. And what will happen is if it's cutting off while you're cutting, it may be because you're bouncing on the seat, or sometimes they just start working intermittently. And if you're releasing the parking brake and it's not completing the circuit, that's one reason that your mower could be shutting off. So on this one, I'm going to show you how to test the switch, and also specifically on this model, how to remove the switch if you need to replace it. So guys, the seat safety switch is located right here. Now, one thing that'll happen is when that's not activated, when it's not sensing someone's on the seat and it's not pressing down the switch, it'll cut off the motor. So, and this will often happen whether the driver might be a lightweight guy, small guy, and he's bouncing and it lifts up just enough, it'll cut off the engine that way. And another common issue is if the engine's running and then someone releases the parking brake, it's not sensing someone is sitting on the seat. So I'm going to show you guys how to test this switch, and also on this particular model, this is a John Deere Z950M, how to remove the switch and test it. Now, one thing I would see people do is they would jump that switch. Do not operate your mower with that seat switch jumped. Basically, it's always going to sense someone's on it, whether the blades are engaged or not, and it's a dangerous situation. Now, you could do this just an emergency situation where you need to get the unit moved out of a field, out of a yard or whatever, so you can take it to the repair shop, but do not operate the blades with your seat switch jumped. So basically, you're just completing the circuit here by putting two male terminals on a piece of wire and jumping it that way. But again, do not operate it that way. All right, so to remove this, the switch, you have to remove the little housing that it's in. Now, a lot of times, if the seat's all the way down, slid forward, this will be extremely hard to get to, so you need to slide the seat all the way back as much as you can. And these are Phillips head screws, and they're usually in there extremely tight, so you got to be very careful not to strip out those Phillips head screws. So you want to add a lot of good pressure, and we're going to just basically have to remove this plastic housing in order to replace that switch. All right, so basically that's the switch in the housing, and when someone is sitting on the seat, it's just pushing the switch down. Now, to remove it, it's really simple. You just push these little legs there, little prongs there in to remove that piece, and then you're left with the switch here. That's what you're pushing down. And to remove it, you just squeeze these little ears on the side, and it comes out like that. So now you'll grab your multimeter and we'll test the function of this switch to see if it's working properly. So what you want to do is grab your multimeter, put it over onto where you can check the ohms, and I'm going to go where I have a audible cue, and to test it real quick, you can hear that. Let you guys see it. So now what you're going to do is put one on each terminal of the switch. Now when the switch is up, it is off, and now it's on. So the switch is working properly. All right guys, so you don't have to remove the switch to be able to test it like I just did with the multimeter. I just wanted to show you guys how to remove it in case you do need to replace the switch. So when you need to replace it, take the switch, like the housing and the switch, it'll go in like this, snaps into place, and basically that just snaps into place. Super, super easy. And then you reinstall. So guys, my goal was to keep this video short and sweet, show you how simple and easy it is to replace this switch and test this switch. It's a common issue, very simple to do. A dealer's going to charge you about $100 to do this job. You can see how easy it is. Save yourself the money. So hit that subscribe button, hit that like button. Also consider becoming a member of the channel and you'll get behind the scenes footage of videos like this. Thanks for watching, guys.